Maria era uma boa moça pra tomá-la do... Hey guys, good morning. Mestre Sukuri coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. Another blessed day full of capoeira and a lot of positive things and challenges to overcome. This week, I was thinking about a couple of words in the capoeira vocabulary, right? We have a capoeira vocabulary. A lot of times people don't understand these words, so they get confused in the meanings. And like any word, you have two types, you have the dictionary meaning, and then you have the way the word is used in language, right? So how we use it. And the word I want to talk to today is because one of my friends, Cobrinha in Thailand, was talking about Bom dia, Esquilão, saudade meu filho. One of the words he's talking about is the word malandro. Malandro. When we talk about the word malandro, first I want to talk to you a little bit about how, not the exact meaning of the word, but how we could use the word. How can we use the word? For example, the word malandro, from what I know, comes from, in the 1940s, there were a lot of movies in Brazil, especially about people who were able to always keep their clothes white, very clean, because they never had to work. So it had this image of someone who didn't work or do manual labor. And the malandro was somebody who could ingratiate themselves or make themselves very comfortable and friendly with everybody. So a pure malandro is someone who doesn't make problems, who doesn't create any friction between people. For example, a malandro back in the day would be someone who women liked, and he would use his masculinity, or even in some cases towards other men, to get taken care of. So he wouldn't have to work. So for example, you're the malandro, you're the cool guy, you're whatever. Then people say, hey, do you want to go to this party? Hey, can I take you out? Hey, let's go dancing. So people are acting very similar. In English, you would say maybe to a gigolo. And the malandro would get things from that, from men or women. So the word malandro originally meant someone who really didn't have to work in order to survive. And a lot of times in the 1940s, there wasn't a lot of work, or it was very difficult manual labor, and the malandro did not want to do that. So they got by in life on their wits, okay? Today, many people use the word malandro for someone who's a thief, a liar, someone who's of bad moral character, someone who is a bad person in society. Okay, so that's one of the ways to use it. But I'm thinking, right, now we're in 2021, and we're thinking to take capoeira into the future. And I'm very fortunate, and I'm very happy to be part of it and do the best I can every day. So one thing, I had a great conversation with Mestre the other day, and someone who I respect, and who has an incredibly deep and profound insight on the capoeira world, especially the international capoeira world, and especially in the Portuguese language. And now, why am I saying this and using his name? Because I think it's important not only to show who's leading, who has insights, such as Mestre but also a lot of the older mestres and mestras aren't able to communicate in other languages besides Portuguese. So I feel with the ability to translate, at least as best as I can, not only the language, but the philosophical context of what's going on, the social context of what's going on, or the importance of what they're saying as best I can. Now, this is one small conversation that came out of a lot of other conversations. But, for example, Mestre called me the ideal malandro. And I asked why. And he said, well, because you're doing it. You're a showman. You take care of your wife and family. You do everything. You hustle and you do everything. But you use the power of Malandro to do positive things in life. And as a person who's constantly always self-analyzing, I thought a lot about what he said, and it's interesting, right? So what is a Malandro today in the Capoeira language? So we're now going to the Capoeira language. In my opinion, today, a Malandro is someone who creates channels and ashe, the energy that makes people excited. For example, a person who can motivate people. If you're a bad Malandro, you can use it to do bad things. You can motivate people to take advantage of them, to steal from them, to lie to them, or to lead them into bad things. That's a bad Malandro. But what if you could be a good Malandro, right? And you could, or better yet, not only be a good one, but have access to create a better status for Capoeira in the world through academics such as I did, right? Through study, through moving forward, to trying to promote Capoeira and other Brazilian arts, Afro-Brazilian arts, here in Japan and in Asia to the best of my ability. So the Malandro, in a positive way, leads people to find something better, right? Teaches, says, hey, instead of just sitting at home watching TV, why don't you come check a Capoeira class? Or come check out my show? Or come dance with me at the festival? So a Malandro is the same thing, can do that. A Malandro can find a jeitinho, a way, right, to make things happen. For example, I'm always saying, here in Japan, there's no support system for people like me to do creative things. I have to create those things. I have to go and talk to people and use my malandragem, my malandro, my ashe to get people involved in projects such as people from the government, people from the private sector, organize and motivate my Capoeira community and the community around me, right? A Malandro, he tricks women, he's able to do things to, get by on people. But what if I could do the same thing, but in a positive way? Instead of tricking women or tricking my wife, for example, I can see that if I go this way towards the bad Malandro side, I'll end up alone and not in a good emotional state on a personal level. Or I could recognize that and go this way and recognize I have someone who is incredibly important, supportive, and the best partner and soulmate I'll ever realize in my life, which is my wife. And tell her that and support her and be the best I can for her, not only as a partner in life, but as a loving husband. Okay? So I'm using the Malandragem to recognize what I need to do. In the fifth level of Malicia, which I talk about in the Path of Capoeira, is the level of Malicia where you have to self-analyze. What am I doing? What do I need to change? I think the highest form of Malandro in contemporary or modern Capoeira philosophy is the Malandro is someone who can see themselves and choose which direction to go. They're going to go this way and be conflictual with life, and try to manipulate the ashe currents of life, or are they going to go this way and ride the waves of ashe and learn how to navigate and learn how to create positive and productive results? So today and in the future, let's make the Malandro not just a bad word, but a good word. Let's use it as something when it says, cara tem malandragem, or ela tem malandragem. She or he has malandragem, malandro ability, to mean they have a way to accomplish things in a positive way. All right, guys, just a little bit for me today. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll probably be putting up a couple more videos. Have a beautiful and blessed day. I'm doing a lot on Patreon. Patreon helps to support here. And I hope you guys like it. Subscribe, share, and like. Have a beautiful day.